Okay, so we're gonna play a fun little game today where we're gonna pick a little topic out of the treasure chest. We're gonna read it and then we're going to have a conversation about it.
I thought we were going to talk about the first topic.
Not today.
What?
The first topic we've already talked about. Choose. I'll let you choose. I'll let you choose the topic.
I'm already mentally ready for the topic.
Come on.
Okay.
Let's see if your mind can go on another topic in the split second that we pull it. Let's see
Okay,
how.
let's pick one, and then after we can talk about
Okay,
the
pick it.
topic. Okay.
I'm gonna straighten this out.
The treasure chest.
What's the topic
I'll
of
gotta
it?
come closer there. Let's see if I can even read it right, Okay.
I want to reach out, but my fears and anxieties get the best of me for now. So we're going to talk about that. So someone that has fears, anxieties, that kind of outweigh what they desire to do.
They want to reach out for help, or
No, I'm saying it's basically saying someone wants to do something, but their anxiety and fears prevent them from doing what they really want to do.
it's holding them back.
It's holding them back.
So that's a good topic.
Have you ever had those experiences?
I would say more towards I want to do something,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Like do what?
So let me see. This is actually a good topic because
Yeah, it's good.
yeah,
I can't even think.
yeah, I can't even think.
So that means it's good.
Yeah, I can't even think because you have a fear and anxiety, right? And you want to do something. I would say the only thing that I really struggle with was more academic kind of stuff, you know. So I guess on that aspect, I am the type of person where I have a lot of pride, where I know I actually don't really struggle with fear and anxiety, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I am weaker when it comes to academic stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I really have to humble myself and just don't feel you're inadequate or insecure or whatever. Just reach out and ask for help. And don't stop. If the first person says no, don't be crushed. You know, if you really want to reach where you want to reach, sometimes we all need the help. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of my biggest fears, is being able to say, hey, you know what, I need I need help. What about you?
Okay, so that kind of answers the next little scenario type of thing. So it says, even through all this pain, I think of you and you make me smile. So basically, when you're going through the pain and the thick of it, what can you do to make yourself feel better?
Even when I'm going through pain, I think of you. So that means of somebody in general to thinking of.
No, it's a general idea. I just told you. So even though when there's something that you really want to do, but there's anxieties in the way,
yeah,
what do you do to, I'm just saying,
okay,
you answered the question and I pulled the card at the same time. I pulled the message. So that's kind of cool. The thing basically was saying, even though you're not feeling the greatest, how do you overcome it? What do you do to overcome it? You said reach out for help.
Yeah, I would say, yeah. You have to actually reach out for help in the sense that because a lot of people think reach out for help. They go to one person, and the person says no, and then they stop. No, you have to keep asking and asking until you find that person who's willing to help you or negotiate something with them. You know, It doesn't just happen bam, I need help. You ask the first person, then they're like, oh, I'm ready to help you. No, you know.
So do you think that when because in life we all go through these ups and downs where it's you're on top of the world, and then the next minute you're just feeling pretty shitty, defeated. So do you think the best way to kind of overcome that is to reach out to someone and kind of chat with them and talk with them?
Yes.
And I like what you said about how do you know who to go to though? There's so many people.
All right. So you really have to go to the person that you resonate with. You know? And nowadays it's really good. You have social media, you got YouTube, so it's a lot easier. You don't actually have to go to a physical person. You could just
So
look at their videos and gather information. And
so would you kind of gravitate towards someone that's kind of like, you know, in a space of living their best life? Or would you gravitate with someone that's kind of has more of an educational background behind them? Or would you gravitate with someone that's like, kind of got all the, they're paying people to advertise them?
paying people? That's a good word. Paying people?
Paying people.
Oh, paying. So you mean paying the people.
What, do I have an accent to you or something?
Yeah, you said paying the people. I was like, what?
So a Canadian to a Trinidad.
Yes.
What, a Trini? A Trini? I have an accent to you?
Yeah.
You do not want to know what I was calling him before.
I want to know.
Remember Trinidadian?
Yeah, Trinidad, yeah. That was totally the whitest thing you ever said.
It was the whitest
Yeah.
thing.
Trini, you gotta get it right.
Trini.
A Trini. Anyways, back to what you're saying. And I feel that's really what it is, you know. So,
But seriously, there's three. Is there three different categories? That's all that's coming to mind right
okay,
now.
so
The person that's got like all the good social media, they're paying someone.
alright, so let me answer.
Someone with like the.
I got it.
I know, but we have to recap after all that comedic relief in there.
I gotta recap.
So we got the person that's paying for all of the social media advertisements, okay?
So
And they're like really being hyped up.
the payer.
The payer.
Alright.
Oh, I like it. You're short forming it. You've got the person, the person that's kind of like got the academic background,
So they educate. So they have like education. So you got educated.
and then you got the street smarts one. They've been through it. They've been schooled from the universe, and now they're, you know, they might not have all the money in the world, but they're doing, you know, you're evaluating them from where they came from to where they are now.
Okay. So that really boils down to the individual. You know, because all I'm saying is like, they're all okay. If they're all giving you the right message, you know, and I feel the right message is, it's always about persistence, because I want to make sure that word is clear. Persistence, because a lot of people they just say one thing and then they do it once and then they give up. So persistence, and also
Who needs to have the persistence? The pursuer or the teacher?
I think they both need to have it, because the teacher is always learning and growing, right? And the student is also the same, right? So the main thing is self-improvement. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean? There's something you're not happy with, and it all comes down to yourself, you, and now you want to improve it, and now you're willing to do the work and be persistent. You know, but like if the payer, they are paying and they're getting information that's like, okay, self-improve, you know, do good, you know, whatever, right? And the person who's educated, they may say, okay, you know, we are educated here, so they might have some philosophy in there, how they teach. So each delivery will have a different reactions to different kinds of people, you know. Or you have the person from the street is like, yo man, I just figured this out, you know, observe everything and this is how it works and blah blah blah, and they kind of like, they have that lingo, they have that delivery that they want. You know what I mean? So,
I think these bitches should be collaborating. These three different types of people should be building business together.
Well, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's of course. Yeah, because like if you, of course, yeah, it's you know what it is. I've been so I've been into exercising for a very, very long time, and there'll be every time somebody will come and say, "This is the wrong way. This is the way you should be doing it. This is the wrong way. This is the way you should be doing it." And honestly, you're doing it the right way now, and in 5 years' time, it's the wrong way. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like the main thing is like you're doing something.
Brilliant.
The main thing is that you're doing something. So even after 5 years, yeah, it may not be the best way, but at least you've been doing it, so you're definitely going to see some change. And now 5 years later, you can improve it now. But you know what I mean? So you just really have to just do things. And if something is not going to be the right way, it's not going to be the best way. But the more you just keep doing and doing and doing and doing it, you're going to discover and uncover the things that make you better.
Listen, this is a little bit of a different topic, but it boils right down to what you just said. And the thing is, this year you could be doing it right. Couple years from now, no, we don't do that anymore. We do it this way. That way we learn from it. So even the people with all this educational background behind them,
mm-hmm.
or the person with the money,
yeah.
or the person with the street smarts that just feels like they know it all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, they probably do if they've learned how to work with the universe, ask and receive, and you always know it all. But to tell you the truth, if they don't keep doing it, they're not even going to be aware. You know what I mean? And when I was raising my daughter, there was a big thing about sanitize everything. Use those Lysol fucking wipes with the sanitizer. Every single thing, every single day you clean those toys, you sanitize everything, you fucking wrap them in bubble wrap and don't let them play in dirt.
Yeah.
And I was just like, there's something to me, it didn't seem right. Okay? And I was like, no, like I look at my ex and I was like, his mom let him play in mud. This guy never gets sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, inside there's that internal thought process that, intuition. Some people say gut feeling, it passed my gut, now it's in my heart. Once you really start to open up, it goes into your heart. And it was like, no, like we are meant to, interact with all those germs, because it's like gemstones. When I use gemstones, the energy or the vibration or the whatever's holding in that organism, when we kind of like get accustomed to it, like we've built up immunity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's like, yeah, we can be told to do it one way, but who is it promoting?
Promoting the companies that make the products.
So that's a payer. That company is
we paying them.
No, but they're paying to get their message out there.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you got to see, where's the message coming from?
Right.
What integrity does that person hold?
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's another way to find someone to really go and talk with.
Okay.
To get help.
Right.
What is the integrity that they hold? How do they live their life? And let's not just watch at what they're showing us through what they pay for us to perceive.
Okay.
Let's look deeper. Let's really get to know who they are as a person.
Okay. Yeah.
That's another good way to find a good person.
Yeah. So you got the payer, the educated, and like the person who is like world. I'll say not street smarts. I would say like a worldly person, a person of the world. Yeah. So it's all of them are like intelligent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like who resonates with you. You go seek. Seek the help that you need. But you made some really good topics, some really good points. But there's one point that
before you say anything, hold it.
No, I'm not gonna hold it.
Pick something out of the box and show me what it says, because it's gonna resonate with where you're going.
Okay, let's see.
This is what I love about energy.
This is what you like about it. Okay, you read that for me.
I'm trying so hard to understand my feelings.
Trying so hard to understand my feelings.
How did that resonate with what you were gonna say?
Well, yeah, I feel like I want to say it. It doesn't really. okay, it doesn't really resonate.
What were you gonna say?
Okay, it's like I have important information
Mm-hmm.
and I have to get it out.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I have to get it out. But how it resonates in me
What
is...
was the information you were gonna share?
Okay, so that was different. It was different.
Let's hear.
Okay. Alright, the information I was going to share is like, yes, you learn from somebody to help you is great. But at the end of the day now, you are not that person. So now you have to become you while using the information that was presented to you. So like, you know what I mean? Now you have to like Brucey said it, you have to become water. Like you can adapt and you can go into like a cup. You know what I mean? You can be frozen, you can be ice. You know what I mean? You're very adaptable. You can be powerful, you can be soft. You know what I'm saying? So now you have to like, yeah, learn from this teacher, but you're not that teacher. You are you. And you have to now become you.
So when you're so you're saying when you're drawn to someone, that's a great way to get more
the information that you need
to grow.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's amazing because this is totally in alignment with what you pulled.
How is that?
It says I'm trying so hard to understand my feelings. So when you're drawn to someone, it's like you're drawn by the law of attraction.
Okay.
They're gonna help you to understand how you feel.
Ah.
Do you understand how this works?
Okay, I'm understanding now.
So
all
this
right.
is just
okay.
what we just did here.
Okay, that's good.
Was working with the law of attraction.
Okay.
Do you see that? So
I see it.
what you said,
Yeah.
the best way is to go with what you're drawn to.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the right or wrong way. It's going to be what's best for you.
Yeah.
And that's how the law of attraction works. And that's exactly what we just talked about. The law of attraction helps you to understand your feelings.
Okay. Yeah. It is true because it's all about how you feel. What you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So that's how simple things can be in the world. Just go with what you're drawn to.
Yes. But even that is its own topic in itself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you go with what you're drawn to, you're going to start to learn about who you are. You're going to start to experience your feelings.
Yeah.
Because what happens is you can start to really get different ideas. You know what I mean? So just because you're drawn to a certain teacher or someone that's going to help you doesn't mean they're going to solve all your issues. They're going to bring a little slice of awareness to you. And that little slice of awareness, well, now you might take it and you might go to another person. They're going to bring you another piece of awareness. Right? And then it's going to expand because awareness is how you expand. If you're always surrounded by the same people all the time, you don't grow. You know what I mean? Because everyone's got the same kind of perception.
Okay, pick a one. Give it a shot. Oh, you just picked the first one? Alright. That's it.
Anyone could be the first one.
Look at you, Mrs. D.
I always thought love like this was just a fantasy. Now I know it's real.
So who's that for?
Well, I mean, this kind of goes in the direction that I was talking. Because the law of attraction here. So everybody wants those real deep loves, those great connections. But you can only meet someone at the same level as you. And the thing that we go with this is you can meet someone and there's this intense, vibrant connection. But it's going to be when you're not at that level and it's too much of a spark, it can be overwhelming and things don't work out, right? But if you meet someone at your level, the same connection, it's not going to be so extreme. And there's going to be more of like a blending of the energies. You know what I mean? And so the thing is, a fantasy is that crazy spark that you might get with someone. You know what I mean? But it's too much of a fantasy because it's not your level. So what happens is fantasy does become reality because in our 5D selves, we're living in our fantasy. We're living in what we've always dreamed about. You know what I mean? That dream life. heaven on earth. And so we have some people, as they start to awaken on their journey, they build that life. They build their fantasy, you know, so through meeting all these different types of people and sharing time with them, sharing words, sharing experiences, all those different ideas help us to get a greater expansion on how we do things. And so when we have like a multitude of tools to work with, that's when we can really build something we truly desire. Pull one and then I'll.
Okay.
And you go on it. Things moved too fast and I didn't know how to trust my feelings for you.
It's like a relationship thing.
No, it can be for anything.
Things move too fast.
Yeah, like you could.
Just read it again.
Things moved too fast and I didn't know how to trust my feelings for you.
I don't know how to trust my feelings for you. Things move too fast.
So why would you feel like that? If things move too fast and you didn't know how to trust? Like, have you ever had experiences where things felt like they moved too fast, like you couldn't get a hold and understand it quick enough? Like, have you ever been at a job where it's like, man, this is like way above my head, like I have no knowledge in this area. But then you go to a different job and then you're like, oh my God, this was at that job that had way too much stuff in it. I didn't understand it, but wow, I'm learning this little piece that aspects to that. Okay? And then you're like, oh, you know everything else about the job. It's just a few different things you don't know. It's easy to grasp, right? It's not moving too fast.
Okay, I'm gonna answer the question. Things move fast and my feelings for you. So this is a relationship type thing. And I'm gonna just speak from like, okay, so this is a person you actually really want. Okay, so this is a person you actually really want. You want a relationship from this person for sure, because now you're actually considering trusting the person, right? Mm-hmm. But things are moving fast, meaning that that's good. So it's moving fast, so it's good. Because as they'll say, it's not good, right? Mm-hmm. They're just scared that they can't trust that person because obviously it's moving fast. It's really good, having a good time. You know what I mean? So I think these are one of the things that what you got to do is this, like, you're not gonna know. This is kind of like you just have to take the risk, because you will never know. If you want a relationship, then speak to them and say, hey, I would like to have a relationship with you, and see if that's going to work out. You know? Because there's no way to kind of like know beforehand.
It sounded like that was moving too fast.
I know. There's no way to know beforehand, you know? Yeah, because
unless you're a psychic medium. Then you can talk to me and I will help you understand it.
Alright, she's been through it, I've been through it. Alright, we all been through that. It's moving fast, you want it to work, the person doesn't really want you, and then move on, or you might be lucky and it works out for you, right? So it's just a risk, that's all. You pick.
Well, the good thing about...
Oh, you can pick, I'm done, I already told you.
Okay.
Yeah, you pick, go in the treasure chest.
Oh yeah, I was trying to take your thing, wasn't I?
Yeah, you're greedy.
Topic.
You're greedy.
I'm greedy when it comes to talking.
I know. Wow.
Everything else I'm very sharing.
Huh?
Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, but this is the most important. Because communication, right?
No, yeah. But I'm saying...
No, don't try to justify like, oh, I can talk a lot, but I'm good at it. No, you're supposed to be good at communicating and letting people have a chance.
I'm really good at communicating.
Alright, let's go.
That's why I communicate a lot.
So the same way how you're good in sharing and food or whatever, you gotta be the same. Okay, go.
I am ready to fully commit to you. Okay, so this is a really great topic because didn't I say this about everything? So much I love communication. So I'm ready to fully commit it to you. So this is basically like This can go in a multitude of directions, but I'm going to kind of start on the outside in. Okay. So sometimes in life, let's go back to the whole job scenario. Okay. We have this idea that we're like, oh my God, I'd love to be such and such, right? But it's like, you can't really jump from A to Z. You got to kind of go along. There's a lot of things that you got to learn before you can get to this totally space of commitment. Okay. Because, you might know what you kind of enjoy from like a distance, but are you really ready to meet it at the level that it's at? Probably not, because that takes a process. And so commitment really starts with getting to know who you are. Okay. So say you go to an experience where it's not like fully, you're not really feeling it 100%, but it's like, okay, I'm drawn to it through the law of attraction. There's a reason for it. It's not like the end game, but it doesn't mean it's any less or any more. Okay, it's just a part of this beautiful process of us being interconnected as one. So we have to kind of experience each other, right?
Okay.
So whether it be through things that we work on or intimacy or, whatever. So you go to this job and it's like, you're kind of like learning these new skills that are really kind of amazing to you. You're like, man, I would like commit to this job, but it's like, the hours aren't the greatest, or, it's, I'm not always on this job, or, it's not the pay I want, right? But there's just like this aspect that you'd love to commit to. Well, you're there for that commitment. And that commitment is also building you. That's why there's like this plug-in of commitment. Doesn't mean it's forever. Okay, so now you're like, okay, I'm ready to move up to better pay. And then we've got this another aspect of that job in this one that I really liked. You see, and this is how we really grow our commitment, because we're starting to really create our full vision by, we get the connection. Let's go here. Okay, let's experience this. And you learn other things in the meantime, and then you can keep leveling up. And you keep building a deeper level of commitment within yourself. And the commitment comes from knowing what you like. Knowing what makes you happy. Knowing what you enjoy. Because, someone might say to you, you're, duty before pleasure, obligation before pleasure, 100%. But it doesn't mean they can't be together. It doesn't mean they can't be married to one another. But you gotta have, in the beginning, you gotta have more duty and obligation, just to a little bit of love, like the pyramid. Okay, the love's up here. The obligation's down here. Okay, you level up. Okay, you've made a bit of a commitment, enough that it feeds both of you evenly. Okay, a little give and take. You gotta always do a give and take to level up. Now you're at the next level. You gotta have the gratitude in there. You gotta have the commitment. You gotta have.
Oh, your alarm's going. That means you're talking too much.
Oh. Eventually, you make it to commitment. Okay.
Take coming up from.
Oh my god, I gotta feed the cats soon.
Yeah. So we gotta go feed cats after this one.
We can bike there, babe.
Can bike there?
Yeah.
Is it far?
Chelsea's house.
Oh yeah, it's close.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's do that.
Alright.
Oh, first kiss, intimacy, thinking about being alone together, and a lot of romantic.
What's so funny? I don't know why you got so shy.
Oh my god, this is just kind of funny.
Yeah, this is.
Oren's like, I love this one.
Yeah, this is the meat and potatoes.
Thinking about being alone together and or a romantic getaway.
You can tell, something was so funny with this stuff that you wrote. You can tell as a feminine energy you wrote this stuff.
Well, I do fucking twin flame readings, Oren.
Because I was like, a guy would never write that question.
It's not really a question, it's just a statement.
A masculine energy, man, whatever the hell you want to call it, would never write that.
What would they say?
It would never be that. It just would not. That
Or
would
would it
even.
just be like, I want to, do your part. I want to
It would be.
nice and raw.
Yeah, exactly. It would be more
It
raw.
wouldn't be like,
It wouldn't be
I
like.
want a romantic getaway.
Yeah, I want a romantic getaway. It wouldn't be like that. It would be like, I wanted to rip all the clothes off and just, explore your body. Go to new frontiers. Go to new
Oh.
heights. That kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, let's go feed some cats.
No, we're not done. Was that it?
Yeah, that's it.
I talked for fucking 20 minutes. and
Because you're feminine energy. You like when you're making a point, you're gonna notice. I'll tell you. This is good for people to notice too. When a feminine energy or female's making a point, they're gonna be circling
Not
like
a
this.
female, a feminine energy.
Whatever. Some people understand female, some people understand feminine. So I said
It
both.
doesn't mean female. A
So-
feminine energy can
So
be
they're
a
gonna be
male or
so
a
they're gonna be
female.
going like this in a circle, just talking and talking and talking until they land a plane. A man or masculine energy will be like, hey, I want to do this, da 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 da, boom, the plane's landed. That's why you take longer. That's
Well,
all.
the problem is that's why you guys are creating a very imbalanced world. If you actually got the background,
No, I'm not talking about of the whole world. I'm just saying how the feminine communicates.
that's what I'm saying.
You come to the
You
point
need-
a lot slower, while I come to the point quicker. That's all.
Yeah, because you need all
And
that
that's-
extra meat and potatoes.
Well, that's what the feminine energy needs. The masculine energy doesn't need that.
I think the masculine energy does need it.
No.
Yes.
Because it's kind of like
Okay.
you have the
See.
payer, you have the educator, and you have the
This
street
is
smarts.
where I
Right.
always tell the feminines you can't change anything. You gotta be the change. So
Yeah,
you gotta
Nobody's supposed to
just
change.
no
You're
no
supposed
no
to be who you
exactly. So no,
are.
the feminine is supposed to
Right.
be the creator.
Right, so
just
that's
start
why you take longer.
Just create a new world.
Before a woman comes to the point, or feminine energy, they be going like this. Circling. It's just what it is. Doesn't mean bad or right or wrong. You're going to come to the point, most of the time the point makes sense. It just takes longer.
That's because
That's what it is. Okay, so I'm a
Remember-
masculine energy, right?
Remember how we
Okay,
talked about understanding and compassion?
but let's yes, understanding and compassion, right? Perfect. But now let's talk about that's a feminine energy, right? Or female.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So look at this.
Mhm.
My point was quick, precise, and to the point. So that is the way how the world actually is, right? Like right now.
Yeah, but that's
no.
the problem.
So that's how the masculine energy thing. So I'm going to communicate in a way that I want people to understand my point, quick, fast, and in a hurry, because that's how the world actually is. So so that's really how the
Okay.
masculine is.
Then you should be part of my sales team.
Yeah, because it's kind of like TikTok. It's like da 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 da. This is what we do. We do this and that. Boom. Here you know. Bam.
There we go. So we.
But if you want to get deeper now you can go and the feminine will say they have the long whole thing. You can read the whole thing and figure it out. Blah blah blah. That's what I'm trying to say.
Masculine energy should be into the advertising aspect.
Which they are. Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to say. They are.
Masculine energies are more advertising.
Yes.
Yeah, selling.
Yes.
They're always selling themselves.
Right. So when
it's
you're
harder for them
selling,
to get sex. That's why.
Hmm?
It's harder for them to get sex. That's why.
Yeah, of course,
So you have to sell yourselves.
of course.
Yeah.
That's the honest truth. That's not even a lie. Yeah. Yeah. Because even yesterday we were at the winery, right? And the guy I guess he was selling, right?
Oh yeah.
And how was he?
We should have fell off the picnic table right as he was coming
That would have been
That
so
would have
good.
been.
Yeah. But like he was really selling. He know the average person wants to be entertained. They want comedy, and they want to know that that person has the ability to just go and talk to like strangers and make them laugh. So they'll be like, "Oh, that's a cool person. He would be with us. He'd make
We
them
were
laugh."
at a
Right.
winery and we fell off the picnic table.
Okay.
Not because we were drunk, but because my cousins got off the other side.
You toppled
But
over.
right as the guy was coming through, he's like, "There's a reason why they're enjoying, you know."
Yes.
And then it would have been like, "Oh my God, they're so enjoying it so much they
They
fell
fell
off the
off.
picnic table."
Yes. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, we gotta go feed some cats.
I guess so.
Okay.
I gotta feed your cat? Okay. We'll talk about that later.
Stop it.